Cancer, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Cancer, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. No gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer, pay it no mind. Feel the energy. Remember, roles can always be reversed. Cancer, I thank you. Like, share, subscribe, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you. Thank you. And I thank you again. Cancer, in your energy, I have an incoming, if that makes sense. It's like something's coming in. I think somebody's coming towards you that it's like their manipulation didn't work on somebody else, so they're going to try it on you. This is somebody that's charming, that has appeal, that's like, I'm very comfortable in front of this energy. But there's a nefarious intention behind it. They need something. That's what this is. They need something from you. And they tried to get it from somebody else and it didn't work. So now they're going to see if they can get it from you. You may have Virgo in your chart. There's a Virgo energy coming through separate. Hold on. You have Virgo in your chart. You may be starting from the bottom. You may be building from something from scratch. Yeah, keep working on it. Okay, keep working on it. Why do you have so many energies? Aries is here. Aries is angry. There might be a dispute between you and a fire sign, specifically to Aries, or somebody trying to embody Aries energy. Maybe the Fool. They're trying to change you, or change your direction, or change your thoughts. Something like that. Huh. Okay, Cancer, that's how we starting the day. Let's go. I ain't mad at you. We're pulling from the Sacred Rebel Oracle. Can I have Cancer? Yeah. Focus on the light. Yeah. You're going to have to kind of like, yeah, here we go. You're going to have to really kind of double down on your intentions, I think, during this period or this season of your life. There's a lot of influential energy around you, okay? Therefore, you're going to need tunnel vision on literally your core, your values, your morals, your integrity, your belief system. You're going to need tunnel vision in this time. It will help you kind of filter out what's, I guess, bad vibes, and then what's actually true inspiration. Because both are here. But you're going to have to discern between the two. And how you do that is literally to focus on the light and in the light, okay? Reminding yourself consistently that we are, yes, in this world, meaning, yes, you do have to deal with some stuff around you. But you're not of the world. You're not like everything else. You're not like everyone else. A lot of things make sense to a lot of people. And it does make sense for them, not for you. You know what I'm saying? Not for you. It doesn't apply to you. So trust yourself. That inner trust, that inner core, that inner feeling, that intuition. Trust that. Trust that. Okay? All right. Let's do your spread. Because this is starting to look like you're kind of like Stuck in the middle, but I don't think you're going to have a say on that. Hold on, I need a deck. Nothing is calling. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do the spread with Astro Matrix. Yeah, what I was saying was, I don't think you're going to have a say. It's kind of like you're walking down the street and you get to the corner, and it just so happens like, I don't know, the high school kids are making their run at the same time. You know how they group up and kind of run through the neighborhood or around the school. That's how this feels. I feel like this is it's gonna be like a crowd of energy that has to brush past you. So basically you just stop, you let them pass, and then you keep going. That's how this kind of feels, okay? I don't think you're gonna have a say in what's around you or what's going past you, but just stay focused on what you're doing and where you're going. Don't start running with everybody else just because they run it. You know what I mean? You know you have a purpose, a destiny, an assignment. Stay on task. Can I have Cancer's core? What's at the center of this energy for Cancer, please? There it is. Told you. There's a lot of, I don't understand this. Normally, I would even move this. I wouldn't do this reading with this deck. I would redo another deck because I don't like hijacks. But I don't think there's nothing you can do. I think you're in the center of something. It's like being caught in the eye of a storm. Just stay still, let the storm subside, and then keep going. But it's going to be all around you. So you have to simply keep your focus, okay? Yep, there it is. Trust your intuition, my love. High Priestess is at the bottom. Trust that intuition. Exercise that foresight. You are getting, see, the thing about still energy, it doesn't have to feel like it's stagnant. Sometimes it's a moment of clarity, you know, a moment of inspiration as well. High Priestess energy has foresight of what's to come. So it kind of gives you an opportunity to prepare for a decision you may need to make further down the road. All right. So let that give you peace. Don't let it rile you up like everybody else. Okay. Stay in alignment with the divine and holy. Remember who you are. Crown this energy, please, for Cancer. Divine masculine, we don't do the floor. Your divine feminine side is really giving you a run for your money right now. I feel like in divine masculine, the divine feminine is trying to supersede. Step into your authority, okay? Do whatever it takes, but step into your authority. The divine feminine, your feminine side right now is kind of, it's almost like it's trying to supersede. I don't know how to say that. It's kind of like a child that asks daddy, daddy says no, and then go ask mommy, and mommy is trying to supersede daddy. That's how this feels for the divine masculine for Cancer. Crowning you as a tower. There's nothing you can do about it. It's happened. You're going to get what you need for any inconvenience or any blockage. You're going to get that power, okay? Very fertile, all right? Nice and prosperous. So don't worry about that. What you want to focus on is what God has you doing. Don't worry about what God is doing around you. Worry about what God has you doing, okay? What's working against Cancer right now? Please and thank you. What's in the way? Ooh. Yep. The Two of Wands and the Devil. There's nothing you can, this is divine. It's nothing you can do, Cancer. You're just caught in the middle for a second. And it happens. You know, there's a lot going on right now in the world. It's affecting people in different ways. And What you don't want to do is make a major move right now. You don't want to operate off of fear. You don't want to operate off of, like, you don't want to do something spontaneous that's going to maybe get you in trouble later on down the line, or something that's going to last a lot longer than it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up. Yeah, don't get caught up, because it'll cling to you. It'll stick itself to you. Don't do that. It's like, if you get caught up in this, it's like they pass their problem on to you, and you're like, why is this even in my hand? How did I even get into this? How did this become my fault? How did this become my responsibility? You know, it's a really, it's weird. Yeah. Death is coming in, this will work against you, because like I said, it'll be something, just like this is out of your control, it'll be out of your control to bring it to a close too. Don't get caught up. I can't say it enough, Cancer. Just don't get caught up. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? What brought this on for Cancer? Hangman. Okay. Pisces energy with that Hangman. Here's the Four of Swords. This is an energy of stagnancy. It's also peace. I think personally the Hangman is peaceful. I don't think it is meant to look peaceful, because we see somebody hanging upside down by one leg. Hello? But to be honest, because it's a energy of divine understanding and reflection and basically sight, you know, you're putting on godly glasses, you're processing with a godly mind, and hanging upside down is really, like, physically even kind of calming in a weird way, right? We've all done that as kids. And there's the Four of Swords. Cancer, you have been in divine peace. You have. You've been in divine peace. Peace beyond understanding. You have literally been in the testimony of that. You could literally say, listen, I know, you know, that bulldozer was next door. I was asleep. You know, oh yeah, I heard about that. That happened around the corner. I was asleep. You know what? I did. Somebody told me about such and such. You know what? But yeah, I was home. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's unbothered, very unbothered. You know, you've been in a good space with that, and you've been holding on to that, honestly, for dear life, because you really kind of are trying to stay out of some stuff. But, you know, sometimes that just makes you, it makes you kind of show proof that you're in a position to be used and not be moved. You know what I mean? You're in a position that I think you were just not be. I think the peace that you have has been a skill and a gift. I think it was combined. And I think now there's some other energies that are taking place around you. Some of you directly affecting. Some of you just feel this. You feel it in your energy. But I think it's divine. No matter how you slice it, I just don't think it's nothing you can have done different to avoid it. I think it's justice being served. Like I said, a lot of things are happening in the world. There's a lot of good and bad happening, right? All the time. But there's a whole lot. Justice, the scales of justice have been in heavy use this year. So this is just a part of the reset, a part of the balance and the redistribution. So you may have been a little sluggish lately with that Knight of Pentacles, but it is edifying you. And again, you are still a testimony of how to be in the middle and not be a part. You like you're in the middle of this growth, but you ain't a part of the foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? Because the foolishness is definitely there. And you're just loving life, loving yourself, and you're letting God be God. Somebody else just had that too. Oh, Virgo is trying to learn this. I think Virgo. I said that earlier. I said you may have Virgo in your chart. Yeah, that's what it was, Virgo. If you have Virgo in your chart, you might want to give that a listen. And usually, you know, I don't advertise for other signs. So, you know, if I say it's truly, you know, it's what I mean. I'm just saying it might be a little help. Let me have future energy and the Two of Cups. Yep. It's coming. And you see how it fell. There's a separation here. There's a separation. There's a disconnect. There's an unhealthy alliance that is going to be, it's going to come apart. And you're going to heal. You're going to have patience. You're going to get some divine assistance. This is where Divine Feminine will help you. Okay? Divine Masculine, future energy, when this all is said and done, that's when Divine Feminine will help you, okay? Give you some comfort, some nurturing, because for the Divine Masculine specifically, you're trying to make sense of something that don't make sense, and it's not supposed to. Let it go, all right? Operate in a whole truth. Be dominant in the truth. Be logical in your thinking, okay? For everyone else, you're going to have to make a decision of whether or not you're going to allow something that's dead to be buried. I didn't say whether or not you're going to let it die. I know what I said. I said you're going to have to make a decision on whether or not you're going to allow something that's already dead to be buried. Okay? What you decide will be your truth. What you decide will be your truth. And then you're going to walk away from ever feeling this emotion again. Okay? You might not like this, Cancer, but it makes it no less true. Focusing on the quality of life, really stepping into your purpose, stepping into the wholeness of yourself, stepping into realizing your self-worth. That is a process, and it's not always pleasant, because sometimes it goes against maybe everything that you believed before, or it might go against your culture. It might go against just what you know as reality. But now what life and what you know you have proof of, that you are walking, living proof of, that also cannot be denied. It cannot be denied, okay? So, yes, you will tap into this Divine Feminine. Yes, very abundant, intuitive, birthing life-changing events. Some of you, honestly, you're going to go through this process and you're going to come out pregnant, and you're going to maybe be like, man, maybe I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I ain't going to lie. I got to tell you the truth, all right? Others of you, operating in this Divine Feminine and that self-worth energy, there may be a feeling of, I should have did this a whole lot sooner, you know, but at that time, I couldn't get away from the fact that I didn't want to hurt, or I didn't want to cause hurt, you know? So now you're going to go into a stage of kind of basically trying to figure out, now what? You know, what's best for me now? And then no matter what you're looking at in these options, there's always a feeling of deceit. And that's because all of your options right now are very good for you, who you are today. That's when the Seven of Cups comes up. It's when you have options in life, but all of them aren't good for who you are today. Not to say that they're bad options, but they really don't align with who you are today. So when you're tapping into that intuition and you see yourself in the future, you see yourself happy, you see yourself living and having fun, you see yourself successful and noticed, healed, you see yourself strong. You see yourself conquering any type of trial or tribulation that you deal with, because you know that you know your history. You know your own story. You see these things. Then you have to ask yourself, what actually fits in with this story? You know, when you're envisioning your future, is your partner there? Is your family there? Are you at the same job? You know, are you the same person physically? That's what you want to, like, foresight is given to us also to teach us how to align with that higher self, with that future self. And if you're in this foresight energy and you're imagining yourself on a beach, on vacation, enjoying life, who's there with you? Who's around you? Pay attention to that, because sometimes you're going to have to honestly reduce the power that you give to other people in your life or other things in your life. You're going to have to see it for what it is, and you're going to have to honestly acknowledge what it actually gives to you. How does it assist you, fulfill you, you know, redeem you, something? You're going to have to see, you know, are you carrying a huge box of abundance, or are you carrying dead weight? You're going to have to really kind of see that. And once you make peace with the truth of that and stand on it, then you can have expectations that are honest, because they're fair. All right? The Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Expectations that are honest and really appreciated and shared, because it's an 11-11. It's fair. Okay? All right, I hope this helps. Now, if any event you say, Green Eyes, listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. This is not my life. I'm okay with that. Please check your moon, check your rising. Don't take the energy if it's not yours. Leave it here for someone else, okay? Thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you guys are notified of future readings. It's free and it does support the channel. If any event you're looking for a personal appointment, I respond to email requests only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. If you do like what you get here, if it helps you, feeds you, even if you're simply entertained, but you come looking for these videos, please sow where you come to eat. I eat off of what you sow, okay? Donation information is below the video. There's also links for CashApp and PayPal for your convenience. In advance, thank you. Other than that, remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.